Back. Welcome back to your favorite place to be. I'll give you a minute to get down here. We know people are running for the opportunity. And we're happy to be here, guys. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. We'll kind of just pick up, I guess, where we left off yesterday. It's a good start. And kind of go from there. Markets kind of started moving a little bit. Nothing crazy, but, we like to stay on top of this stuff. That way we don't miss anything over the weekend. A lot of people, they tend to kind of miss out on the weekends and put the prices in the back of their head. But we know that at 3 o'clock today Pacific time, those futures are going to start moving again. And we're going to guarantee that, we're staying on top of it. If we're not staying on top of it, then, we're falling behind. So now I got the audio in. How we doing, guys? Happy Sunday. We are diving into it. We'll kind of just pick up, I guess, where we left off yesterday. I guess that's a good place to start. We did a video yesterday we did a live stream yesterday, not a video, sorry, covering the Bitcoin SV Chronicle upgrade. We'll be doing another video maybe this week covering some of the Bitcoin Cash stuff. There's a lot more content out there for that, so I feel like it's less kind of appropriate to, try to be the go-to for that. I mean, we try to cover stuff here on a macro level. That way we can understand here what we're doing. I also wanted to let you guys know, yesterday we decided, if you guys haven't been tuning in, we decided to scrap those coin market review videos. It wasn't really getting the feedback that I think is worth our time. We know that we kind of just summed it up here on the channel with saying that 99% of these cryptocurrencies are kind of not even worth your time at all, right? And we're kind of going back to this circular argument about AI agents and that kind of being the narrative, at least in the crypto world and the investment world. We're kind of seeing this AI agent thing kind of be a topic, right? So we know that to play into that, we have to understand what is driving that. And what is driving that, ladies and gentlemen, is, we talked about it yesterday. It is a economic settlement layer where arbitrage can be useful, and right, and that's kind of where we land on the argument of some of the coins up there in the top right there. BSV, Bitcoin Cash, some of those, because it makes the most sense, right? If somebody is trying to front load the trade, they use Zcash or Dash, right? So they can get ahead of that trade, so they can get out and manipulate that liquidity to their benefit. If you have multiple AI agents competing for the same strategic trade, as a coin or a meme token is going to be listed on an exchange, it would make sense to use a privacy token, so you front load that trade rather than let somebody else front load the trade and then your strategy not work. So that's kind of like where these AI agents are playing into. And then also yesterday we discussed, go back and watch the live stream, where we're kind of looking at Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV as a micropayment settlement layer, where AI agents can use the, HTTP 403 to basically pay other AI agents to buy data or buy storage, and or do any of these various things that are going to help humans, right? That's kind of the thing here. Let's jump into the prices, guys. I don't want to repeat yesterday. We do a lot of repetitive stuff, so let's jump into the prices here. There was some stuff we talked about too in regards to the Bitcoin SV short positions that are piling up around a little under the $17 level. So that might be something to watch out for. Market cap like Bitcoin SV, guys, with only a $326 million market cap, it has definitely a high probability of a short squeeze, right? As do a lot of these coins, right? Dash, we saw it take place on Zcash, even though Crypto YouTube was literally getting the dates wrong on it. We know that some of these coins do have the possibility for that. And let's go ahead and jump into the spread here. We are looking at a couple different things. Let's look at the 7-day chart. We've seen some coins like Algorand's up 45% for the week. Pretty impressive, right? When we start seeing some of these bigger commodity coins. Algorand's considered a commodity. I believe it's one of the 16 that is going to be regulated by the CFTC rather than the SEC moving forward, right? That was kind of the whole thing. Commodities regulated by other government regulated bodies, and Algorand spot number 53. $1 billion market cap. So to give you an idea of size, I mean, that's what, 3 times the size of, or what, 4 times the size of Bitcoin SV market cap, just to give you guys an idea of putting everything into perspective, right? And a lot of these coins look red. I mean, it's not just BSV, right? I mean, it's a lot of these coins are red. This one's down 96% from its all-time high at $3. We saw a recovery here with this coin back when we saw the market move at the end of last year, right? I'm sorry, 2024. Seems like last year, but you know, we've had some increased action. Some of these coins have kind of stabilized, and on the 7-day charts, we are up 45%. Bitcoin SV coming into you about 20% up. Not a bad place to be on a Sunday. We started moving a little bit last night on Zcash too. It's kind of fizzled a little bit though. It's at about 11% up for the week. We might get some stuff on the Clarity Act too. That might be a kind of a narrative that's going to be pushed on us, I think, pretty soon. I think that with that Clarity Act, a combination of the AI agent narrative, a combination at 5-year lows on a lot of these altcoins. Ethereum Classic was moving on the other on the 24-hour last night as well, I saw. So, you know, about 5 years ago, guys, I invested about $8,000, eight or 9,000 into Ethereum Classic. A few months later, that $8,000 turned into almost close to $100,000. And I've told you about the time where we were standing out there with our good friend Bobo. Told you guys. It went up very rapidly, and it was my best performing coin of the 2021 bull run, which I think a lot of the question right now is, are we in a bull run? Are we in a bear market? It's hard to tell, right? It's hard to tell. The fear and greed index has been kind of relaxing a little bit, right? We're at, what are we at for the total crypto market cap? The same damn number we've been at for a while, 2.32 trillion. A lot of interesting stuff happening in the markets. You know, we live in a world now where you can trade oil futures 24/7 on certain blockchains, which I think definitely shows the technological advancement. You know, and then we're hitting 5-year lows on a lot of the coins that we talk about regularly here on the channel. Ethereum Classic's around $8. Hard to believe that. Bitcoin SV a little under 16, around the $16 range. I saw Dash earlier up about to $30. It's taken a little bit of a hit as well. I guess the real question on everybody's mind is, when are these coins going to start moving? Well, typically, if we look 5 years ago, it would be basically to this date, right? If we use some of the historical cycle theories, we ended the bull run back last August through October, around that 18-month mark, where, you know, crypto typically 18 months out of the halving typically dumps. And you know, there's been analysts saying that crypto is going to fall if history repeats itself. But I would say that history is at least kind of on the opposite side of reality now at this point, because there is no FTX, there is no Terra Luna, there is positive stuff happening. And I don't think that there are any catalysts to cause a sharp dip, you know? So I just don't see it. I don't see this idea that crypto is going to crash at the current moment. I don't see it, guys. So I'm not going to sit here and play into that. We're up a lot. I mean, I'm up over 500% on my portfolio. I know people here watching the channel that are diversified experience some pretty large growth as well. And if you haven't, you know, the prices now are low. You know, the crypto sentiment is it's not there, right? We don't, people aren't talking about crypto right now. We have a crypto channel, guys. We know, you know, when we see everything tick down like this, we see a crypto market that is not popular. I mean, we got Litecoin at $53. Meanwhile, it's got an ETF pending with Grayscale that could wipe out the premium or the discount currently on Grayscale by how many percentage points? Need to do some deep dives on some stuff like that. Once these ETFs for Litecoin, LTCN, and BCHG and Zcash, those discounts on Bitcoin Cash Grayscale and Litecoin Grayscale will disintegrate overnight upon the news being released, because the way the redemptions are set up through those ETFs at that point will it'll correlate those down to the NAV price, which you guys can calculate it. I know Bitcoin Cash is, I think, 0.0087 per BCHG share price. So it'll wipe that discount out completely. Like I said, overnight, it won't even be a question. There will be no discount on it anymore. The negative part about that is there will be no premium, which only reminds us that we should have dumped in March of 2024 all those Grayscale holdings, right? But you know, we don't know. That was a manipulation thing by a couple whales, I think, anyways. So it's not, we're not going to really dwell too much on that. We sold some, so you know, it's fine. We're not that mad about it. So yeah, I think that'll kind of wrap it up here today, guys. I just wanted to come on here quickly and do a little check-in, you know, and do our thing here. Obviously, people are coming into the chat, but we got a roll here. I'm gonna go do a cold plunge here in a minute, and hope you guys are doing well. If you got any last minute stuff, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. We'll wrap it up here. We'll give it a couple more minutes. But some people are saying, you know, there's something with Walmart. We'll have to look into that. But yeah, I mean, there could be a massive repricing, right? There could be a massive repricing. What's up? What's up, One Go in CTB? Is that you, Luis? Luis, is that you? You always look like my friend Luis from good old Lake Elsinore, from good old restaurant business in there. I don't know if that's you, man, but I'm always wondering if that's you. What's up, man? Miss you, Luis. Hope you're doing well, if that is you, Luis. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where we're at with this stuff on a Sunday. I'm gonna maybe we might come on later when the futures go live here, 3 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock Central time. Maybe do another check-in. I want to do a deep dive definitely this week on some of the Grayscale stuff and how we kind of have like converging narratives all at the same time, right? We have this Clarity Act building momentum. We have the AI agents building momentum. We have these ETFs from a variety of different coins probably going to start getting news that they are moving to ETF status. So I'm betting on into the summer, into the spring and summer seasons, that we will get a you know, I don't want to use the word explosion, but something along those lines. Something along those lines. So we'll just have to keep watching, guys. You know, there's no guarantees to anything at all. So we'll just have to leave it at that. And like I said, I might tap in later. shout outs to everybody that made it down. All right, we're going to try to keep you updated regularly, and we'll try to bring you content that you can benefit from, right? Talk to you soon. Take care.